My name is Russell Lehman. I'm a public speaker, poet, and advocate for autism, mental health, and disabilities. I was diagnosed with autism at age 12 and have lived a life of pretty prevalent isolation, and only recently have I become an included member of society through my public speaking career. And what I do is, I travel around the country, go to international a few times a year, just spreading my message of not only hope and resilience, but really unpacking my struggles for other people to realize that, struggle is not without a purpose. Most things in the universe come into being through some kind of challenge, through some kind of friction. And I think when we can relate that to ourselves, when we come upon friction in our life, only in those moments do we truly know what we're capable of doing. Well, first and foremost, thank you for doing what you're doing. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that I've encountered in my lived experience, unfortunately, that, showed a lot of compassion. And every time I come to these LEND classes and I see the enthusiasm and the passion behind these students' works, they're making a big difference. And that's the message I want them to know, because oftentimes, day in and day out, you can kind of forget the big picture, and we can forget the difference we're truly making in this world. But aside from that, as a self-advocate, as just a simple advocate, I guess the message I would give is to, have an open mind, and to keep that open mind. And even when you think you have an open mind, how can you open it more? How can you open it more? How can you have the only expectation to be that, there are no expectations, right? Because there are many times in the disability community where I try to ask for certain accommodations, or I try to explain certain struggles I'm going through, and I'm met with a little bit of invalidation or pushback, or just misunderstanding, or infantilization, or just looked down upon. And sometimes I think we might have the best intentions, but until we truly take a step back and enter the individual's world, my world, that's when true comprehension happens. Because you can understand something, but to actually take meaning from understanding something is to comprehend it. And so by taking other people through my world, I hope they can not only understand people like me, but also comprehend us as well.